Hello, dear friends. Welcome to my channel In Depth Analysis with Nitish. So, in this, I'm going to discuss about the third T20I, which was played between England and Sri Lanka, which was very poor performance by Sri Lanka in the third T20 international, which was played at Southampton. Now, the problem for Sri Lanka is their batting is not working, their bowling is not working, and their fielding is not working. So, they need to look at their all the aspects of the game. In this video, I am going to discuss in detail what happened in the third T20I between these two teams, which was played at Aegis Bowl in Southampton. Now, the second topic is I'm going to give you update about West Indies versus South Africa, which is being played at Grenada in the first T20I, and almost the season is started now for T20Is, and these are the preparation for the World T20 2020. And one news is coming from, I told you yesterday, one news is coming from the source or report that ICC T20 World Cup is shifted from India to, as per the reports I'm telling about and per the sources. ICC T20 World Cup is shifted from India to UAE, but no more information regarding this. Who is the hosting rights? Who has the hosting rights? So, in this video, I'm going to tell you about these two T20s, which one T20 is over, and now the second T20 is being played at Grenada between South Africa versus West Indies. So, starting this video, please join my session. Please subscribe this channel and please like the video and share the video as much as you can. I'm live now. You can ask questions. Let me tell you the scorecard of Sri Lanka versus England, the third and the final T20I of the series of current series, which was played at Southampton, where final was played in the last week. And as we all know that the teams have lost the Asian teams have lost. The one Asian team was India have lost the final, and the second Asian team is was in the last hour. So Sri Lanka have lost very badly, and that gave England a very comfortable victory in the third T20I. I'm telling you, Sri Lanka is very bad and poor team. Sri Lanka all out for just 91 after chasing a total of 181. After winning the toss, Sri Lanka this time they have elected to bowl first. And what they have achieved, they have achieved nothing in this particular T20. I think they have not improved. They have rather gone from worst to worst, bad to worst in this particular series. And somebody say a lack of experience has cost the game, but not they can't meet the bat with the ball. This is the real problem for them. वो लोग को बैट से बॉल लग ही नहीं रहा, तो वो लोग खेल कहाँ से पाएंगे? इंग्लैंड का पहला बैटिंग करते हुए जो श्रीलंका ने भेजा, पहले फील्डिंग करते हुए श्रीलंका have won the toss and they have elected to field first and sent England to bat first. And what a tremendous partnership of the first opening wicket between Johnny Bairstow and David Malan have put almost 100 run, not almost, more than 100 run partnership for the first wicket. And let me tell you the scoreboard. The first wicket fell in 11.1 overs, 105 for 1, and from that onwards it was looking that 200 runs was on the cards, but Dusmanta Chamira, a spearhead from Sri Lankan bowlers, he is the real spark in the last few months for Sri Lankan cricket, and Dusmanta Chamira had took 4 wickets for 17 in 4 overs, and otherwise all the bowlers have struggled. Binura Fernando has bowled well, 4 overs, 26 runs and 1 wicket. Udana has been very expensive. He has leaked a lot of runs in these T20Is. This particular T20Is, Isru Udana, 4 overs, 455 runs, 1 wicket. Sandakant, 4 over, 28 runs, 0 wicket. Hasaranga, 3 overs, 42 runs, 0 wickets. Sanaka, 1 overs, 9 runs, 0 wickets. So I'm going to tell you about the batting performance from England team. England have got very good start, 105 without loss in 11.4 overs, and the first wicket fell was taken by Isuru Udana, bowled to bowled the batsman Johnny Bairstow. Johnny Bairstow scored 51 runs from 43 deliveries, and David Malan, who was the man of the match in the 30-20 which was played between them. David Malan has got 76 from 48 deliveries with 4 sixes and 5 boundaries. He really destroyed the Sri Lankan bowling. He really toyed with the Sri Lankan bowlings. I don't know they how they learned from this. These are not mistakes. These are not learning curve. International cricket is all about performance. I don't know how they will react to this. Livingstone 14 runs and the batting all of otherwise single digit all of them rest of them have scored. So Sri Lanka is was a very good side, but in the recent past few years they are declining and declining like water from a hill. So Sri Lankan management, Sri Lankan team coach, Sri Lankan Sri Lankan, I think sports management need to think what is going to be right for Sri Lankan cricket from now onwards. Otherwise, otherwise, it's it's not good for cricket. It's not good for them. It's not good for world cricket. England have thrashed like anything in these three ODIs. It's never a moment apart from the first spell from Dusmanta Chamira and Binura Fernando in the second ODI. They never looked uncomfortable. These England players, either bowlers or batsmen or fielders, whenever they have whenever they have wanted to get wickets, whenever they have wanted to get runs, they got it very easily. And Sri Lankans are looking very timid, have looked timid from the ball one of the any three T20s which was played between them. So Sri Lankan cricket are falling apart. I don't know. Let us discuss about Sri Lankan batting, and it's not good to discuss because they have lost the game by 89 runs, are chasing the total of 180, and they got out for just 91 runs. They haven't played 20 overs. Sorry, 50 overs until they have never played 20 overs in a 20 overs game. They are all out, so it's very embarrassing and very pathetic performance from them. I would like to see them perform better, but they haven't performed well. Whether it's a tour of Bangladesh, whether it's a tour, this series of this tour, I hope for the best, but it is not looking good for them in the ODI series. It is on the cards 3-0 in the ODI series until or unless some dramatic happens. So many changes. I think they have played Dikwela, and Dikwela never looked comfortable at the crease. And Kushal Pereira, they all Gunatilka, what happened to him? Osada Fernando, he struggled out throughout his 27 deliveries. Kusal Mendes once again, the weak link in the batting lineup for Sri Lanka. The Sun Shanaka again is struggling batsmen, Vanindu Hasaranga, and I think the rest is only the top scorer was ninth batsman Binora Fernando, and he looked a good player for the future. But who knows that he would either be destroyed when he continue when the team pick his style of play. He would rather look poor in the future until or unless he works hard. Vinoro Fernando I'm talking about. So the only spark is the bowling of Dusmanta Chamira. Otherwise, it is very poor, pathetic, embarrassing performance. It is disheartening to see such a team who went final for two times and went number of time he went to 3 to 4 finals in T20 World Cup and won many series till 2015, and after that year only when Sangha and Mahela went and retired from international arena, they have they are they are going they are rapidly declining further. I think it's time for Sri Lankan management to think 10 times to see that what has gone wrong. England, on the other hand, they are in a good mood. They have every player, every basis covered in this team. Let us discuss the bowling of England. David Willey 4 overs, 27 runs, 3 wickets. Chris Woakes 4 over 9 runs. See, in T20 they are giving 6 or 3 or 2 runs per over. This is the mirror that shows the Sri Lankan skills, Sri Lankan's Sri Lankan's class, how they are now. Chris Jordan, 4 overs, 13 runs, 1 wicket. Sam Curran was the man of the series in this T20Is. Adil Rashid, 1 over, 9 runs. Sam Curran has got 4 over, 14 runs and 2 wickets in this game. So let me just yes. Moeen Ali, zero point 0.5 balls, 3 runs and 1 wicket. So apart from Binura Fernando, who is a bowler, no one has got at least 20. And the next highest is 19. This shows that and the team all out for 91. I think it's not about one series or two series or even 1 year. It is continuing from 2015. They are continue to whitewash by the teams either at home or away from home. It's not good for cricket. Let me tell you, our Sri Lankan team is in not good rhythm. I don't know how they prepare for these tours or even at home now. How they will prepare for Indian tour, Indian white ball. Very good team is coming up. I think that series is going to be very tough for the Sri Lanka until or unless some magic happens. Now coming to the next T20Is, which is being played at Grenada. So West Indies have won the toss and they have elected to bowl first in Grenada. Said in Grenada, and let me remind you the playing 11 of both the teams. As of now, the score is South Africa 68 for 2, Reza Hendricks 17 runs, 11 balls, Quinton de Kock 37 runs, 24 balls. Both the openers gone. Reza Hendricks bowled by Fabian Allen after scoring 17. They got a good start, early start. Quinton de Kock 37 runs out by caught holder bowled by Andre Russell, Temba Bavuma. His batting, I I think Temba Babuma is much of test batsman is a test batsman, but he is playing in T20 also. He has scored and is still batting with Rassi Wanderdushan, who is playing on 3 from 4, and Temba Babuma is from 9 from 10. So West Indies have won the toss. The latest update is that West Indies have won the toss and they have elected to bowl first, field first, and till as of now, till time now the score is the it's 12-18. The score is 68 for 2 in now the score moves from 68 to 73 for 2 in 8.2 balls as Rassi Vandadusan has hit boundary to the third man. Rassi Vandadusan is a class player. He showed in the 2019 World Cups in the last game against Australia when he got 94-95. And Rassi Vandadusan came late to the international team for South Africa, but he is a middle order batsman who looks solid when he plays, and he is certainly future for the who will contribute 5 to 7 years to South African cricket and will do damages to other teams and will score a lot of runs. So Rassi Vandadusan will be the key in this for South African total to get around 160 170. So the score is now 74 for 2 in 8.4 overs, and the bowler is Andre Russell, and the batsmen who are playing now facing Temba Babuma. So I'm giving you live score update as I'm watching on and as I'm watching on live on. I'm not going to tell you the name, but I'm watching live on my 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 computer. So yes, 8.4 over is still 74 for 2. So discussing about Sri Lanka versus England, the upcoming ODI series. The ODI series, as we all know, the result will remain the same until or unless magic or dramatic happen for to the batting or bowling or fielding of Sri Lankan team. Kusal Pereira as a captain looked very ordinary. At some point he looked extraordinary. At some point he looked good. I think they have made a mistake. After 2019, when the team was settled, sorry, I think in 2019 when the team was settled, and after 2019 when they have appointed captain to Karuna Ratne, then they have a good settled team of 15 or 16 players. They have openers. I still remembering the England game and West Indies game. They have openers like Kusal Pereira. They have openers like Karuna Ratne. Then the first down you have Aviska Fernando. Then the Kusal Mendes. Kusal Mendes has is vesting his skills, talent, his effort after coming. I don't know what happened to him. Mendes, Matthews. I think he will come back strongly in this team. These are the batting lineup and the DDS also. So they were doing well and they have started winning at home at least. Not away but at home. But now what the situation is, the situation back to the same before 2019 when they have lost when they have lost almost all the games. Just it was happening before 2019 in ODIs and T20s. So they need to work properly, go on the board and see. I don't know how many bowls do they practice in between the series when they have free time at home or in practice session in the nets. Players like Tendulkar, Kohli, though they have far more class than where they have far more class and skill than these players. Still, they had practiced a lot of balls in their nets when the team was not touring. When they are free, they used to practice 100 balls, 200 balls for preparation, for rhythm. I don't know, improving their weak links. I'm talking about players like Sachin Tendulkar and uh, players of that era who played with him. So these players, I what I see in today's game and in the second ODI, Sri Lankan batsmen can't match bat with the ball. Simple as that. It means they after this tour, they have still 5 to 6 days. I don't know. They will take rest. They will sleep, and again they will come back to India tour. One day here and there they will practice roughly, and they will straight away go, and they will again thrashed by Indian young guns, and they say they are still in rebuilding process. This is the point. How many bowls, even the bowler Hasaranga, how many deliveries does he bowl in the nets to a batsman, to to a batsman, uh, to improve his weak links, to strengthen his more accuracy. How many balls does he bowl in a day, or in a day only? As far as I'm concerned, they in the free time, when the tour was not there, the tour is not there. They are not practicing. They aren't properly not practicing themselves. These batsmen, whoever it is, the this is showing in this series. It has shown clearly. It is clear that they are not practicing at all. They must practice 200, 500 balls per day to improve their batting skills, to improve their weak links. I know Kusal Mendes struggle almost every part of his field over 3D. Everywhere he struggles. The same goes with Kusal Parekh, who is not the captain. I don't know how he should be captain. He is not. He's playing for almost 10 years, and they have thought that he is the only experienced and best batsman in the team. Right now, they have done very bad mistake by throwing out Dimuth on the basis of just a single series. That is, I'm talking about in a West Indies when he scored some runs, but as a whole, the bowling let them down. And on the on those performance as a captain, he was dropped from the team and dropped from white ball format. I think they should I think they need to reverse their decision. This is not good. They need to bring back Dimuth Karunaratne as the opening batsman and fit in somehow Angelo Matthews and play Dhananjay Lakshan at 7 in the upcoming series against India. I'm not going to consider. I'm only analyzing Sri Lankan and I'm giving my opinion. This is not the I'm a fan. I'm a hardcore fan. It's really disappointing to see such a team whom I am afraid when I used to watch matches between them and Indian team. I always I always feared that they have batsmen and bowlers who can just win the games for them, but now it's looking like whoever it is, they will lose the game. They will lose the game because they don't have enough skills in the current setup. I think, and the contract issue is there also. I don't know what they have. I think what they have that they are not signing the contracts. Are they players like Sanat Sangam Mahela, Murli Was, Joyce and all that? Dilsan. These are the players. If they if they if there were if they should refuse, we the people understand that, oh, this is wrong, because they have results in their favor, they have performance in their favors, they have class, they win outside, at home also they thrashed any team in any condition. But these players, I don't know why they are so stubborn on signing contracts. These are all for themselves, for the countries. If the countries is going down, they don't know, if they perform like this, the people will disheartened, the people is disheartening, and they don't want the crowds will again, the crowds will push themselves not to watch these types of matches, especially for the Sri Lankan fans. I don't know, as I'm not belong to Sri Lanka, that's why I'm observing this, because I'm a die-hard cricket fan. So these are the things. These are the things they should sign contracts as soon as they. I know they either rain will interrupt one match, or they will be whitewashed badly once again. It's looking on the cards. It is always on the cards that they will never perform in the 50 overs format, because the shorter the format, the weaker team has more chance. Now the format will change, and it's a longer format coming up, so the better teams will win. This is surety. It's not good for them. I think they should come back and practice more and more in the nets. They should play themselves more and more. As long in a day, I think they should practice. For batsmen, they should practice 500, 400 balls, strengthen their weak links. As for bowlings, in my opinion, my suggestion is that they should bowl to a batsman for at least 70 to 80 balls, and batsmen should bat. I think this is the only way they can improve. Otherwise, international games, losing, 5 years lost, 10 years lost. Ultimately, you will be like associated teams. This is for sure. The way they are batting, the way they bowl. I think the only spark is Dusmanta Chamira. The way it's going, I think Dusmanta Chamira will be the captain next time. Why not Dusmanta Chamia? Because the Kushial Pereira haven't performed at all. He can't meet bat with the ball. Whenever he tries to go for shots, he is out. The same goes with Newzealand and this. Why? Who's? They said the Sanka is a big hitter. I don't see him as a big hitter because he can't play outside of balls. He always deceives in slower deliveries. His technique is good. His running is, I think, lots of weak links from 1 to 11. There is only weak links there over there. So, on the other hand, England are preparing for very tough World Cup 2020. England is no more that, and they are only focusing on test matches. They are focusing on all the formats, and to they want to say the world that I am here for T20 World Cup. And though they have though they have won though they have won very easily and very comfortably. At no point they looked in trouble, apart from the first little phase, in the second innings when the goal lost 4 wickets. Apart from that, I think they never looked in trouble, and they have almost out they have outplayed in every department. without making any effort. This is the problem. Even in place of Sri Lanka, Bangladesh would have been given some fight. Bangladesh, Afghanistan would have been given some fight. Forget about others. They Pakistan, they should have won at least one game to this England side. Australia one game. I totally agree. Though they India, they should reverse should have happened. India should have 3-0 whitewashed this England team. This England team when Stokes and Archer and all that were not present. So they need to think. Sri Lankan team need to think. They practice. They have to practice in the free time. I'm telling you, the time they have got during the force during the I don't know how many of them have practiced during the this pandemic situation when there was no cricket. See, these are the things that make you great batsman, great bowler, great field, and all in all a great team. But if you think that we have the practice match, we have international match, we can learn there, then you will only lose. Your confidence will go down, and ultimately you will lose your place in the sides, and finally becomes a domestic player for a particular team. So Sri Lanka have lost the game, are very badly defeated by and whitewashed. I don't know how many times they were whitewashed during this 5 to 6 period of time. Maybe 10 times, 15 times. I think the number keeps on increasing as the days goes by. It's not decreasing. The problem is that it's not decreasing. Sometimes in 1 year, out of 30 games, I'm talking about white ball formats, they used to win one game, 3 games, 4 games, less than 5 games in 2017. In 2020, one game in 2002. This is how it's going. It's really embarrassing and pathetic for an Asian team to. I think they need to do. This is not new, so I can't go further. So where I am, yeah, I'm going to discuss about West Indies versus South Africa. So I'm going to see this video is going long, so I will stop here after telling. So they are doing well. See the way they are playing. This is the confidence of test series victory. They are 10.4 balls, South Africa 90 for 2. And who is the player watch out for? Yes. Temba Bavuma has got 18 in 18 balls, 21 runs, 3 fours, and not just boundaries and sixes. They are taking 4 singles, 1 doubles, just 7 or 8 runs per over. By singles, sometimes they give wide, sometimes odd boundary will come. This is how cricket plays. This is how cricket plays. See, if you want to win, then you should win in 3 matches is enough. If you don't want to win, if you don't, you think only about uh, some other things, then you will never perform. You will let your country down, and thus Sri Lankan team is doing like this. I don't know. They are much experienced. I said you the Sultan guys played 2016 in 2016, Rickwell 2014. My goodness. And they said that these are inexperienced side as a bunch. One bowler and one batsman can change the game, can win you the game. Remember that. So 10.4 overs. So we'll meet tomorrow 95 for 2 in 11 overs South Africa. We'll give you the update on this particular match tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, keep keep mask in your face, keep social distancing. Till then, goodbye, good night. See you tomorrow.